Welcome to Scratched Silk Radio. This one might be too long for a short. Today we are talking about why people hate Valentino and love Alastor. I think this is obvious, but somebody asked me in a meme group I'm in, so I figured I would address it here. Before we get started, trigger warning, because Valentino's in the conversation, there is going to be talk of sexual abuse and trauma. I will talk about Alastor first to give you time to click off if that is something you're not comfortable with. So Alastor is the favorite of the fandom, even though he is a serial killer and a power-hungry overlord. Valentino is probably the least favorite of the fandom. He is a ruthless, sex-driven overlord who treats others, particularly Angel Dust, like shit, keeping him doped up and inflicting abuse and sexual abuse on him. Before I get to the bottom line, let's analyze some things. Alastor has his own moral code, and this intrigues people. This is not to say that he is a moral person. He kills bad people, but he does it because he enjoys killing. The victims aren't necessarily worthy of the death penalty to begin with, so it kind of reinforces the idea that the murders are for him more than some sort of sense of justice. People have speculated that he doesn't kill the innocent, naming women and children, but there is no evidence that Alastor does not kill women. And since he is effectively judge and jury, the measure of innocence rests squarely on his shoulders. This type of personality leads people to believe that deep down, he's a good person. They're wrong, but that's how they got there. Alastor is the type of character we aspire to be. He's confident, he's cool, he's charming, he's seemingly in control of whatever situation he finds himself in. He's powerful beyond comprehension, and as far as we can see, he uses that power for good, in a manner of speaking. Having his own moral code makes him that much cooler, because while we know we shouldn't punch that asshole in the face, we definitely want to. And Alastor would, and kill him and eat him. It gives him even more control in a sense, because he doesn't have to justify his actions to anyone. Valentino hits close to home for a lot of people. His behavior toward Angel Dust at the beginning of the series is very reminiscent of a toxic relationship with the I love you, I hate you, I love you kind of text messages, voicemails that he sends back and forth to Angel. And while I don't think too many of us have been in a relationship with a moth pimp demon, I think a lot more of us than should reasonably be expected have been in a relationship or on a date with an unstable partner that has shown this side of themselves. He also has leverage over Angel Dust. He owns his soul. He's his meal ticket and his protection against extermination. He provides him with drugs, and until he moves to the hotel, a place to stay. In abusive relationships, this creates a feeling of being trapped. I mean, obviously because of the soul thing, but you know, everything else too. I think more people have come across a Valentino than an Alastor, that they know of anyway. It's important to know as well that we don't have an emotional connection to any of Alastor's victims, but we do know and love Angel Dust, and we hate to see him being mistreated. And then we come to the bottom line. Sexual abuse is a combination of all the worst kinds of abuse. Period. Please don't misunderstand me when I say this. Even if we were able to rank different kinds of abuse, it would not invalidate your personal experience. Trauma is trauma, and even if somebody had it worse, it doesn't make what you went through any less painful. What I'm focusing on here is the outside perspective. I'm from America. We are really overexposed to violence here. Death does not seem as bad as what you can do to a living person. And from a third-person perspective, physical harm doesn't affect us as much as psychological harm. Sexual abuse isn't just physical. It's psychological in a way that other forms of abuse aren't. It damages a part of you that feels personal and safe. It takes something that should be intimate and beautiful and contorts it. Not even just in the moment, but after as well. Ongoing sexual abuse, like what we see between Val and Angel, is even worse. It brings up confusing feelings in the victim's mind. Why don't I hate them? I do hate them. Why do I stay? Do I like this? What's wrong with me? Alastor and Valentino are both evil. They both deserve damnation, but there is a clear difference between them, and that is why one is the favorite and the other one is hated.